Morning guys, middle of June, 6 o'clock in the morning, and we've got some patchy cloud floating around. As you can see, there is a nice bit of blue sky up there, but the forecast for yesterday and today strangely says patchy rain possible. Well, yesterday didn't happen in this area as possibly forecast. Will it happen today? Who knows. Anyway, back down to the Chillax zone. We now have all the edge tiles in, and the compass is in and cemented, as you can see. With north exactly where it's supposed to be. We've finished doing all the edge pieces over here. There's just one little grey piece over there not secured. I ran out of cement yesterday. I wasn't going to mix up another batch just for that. So these are all in. Now again, that just leaves this area. These are all down there to protect the weed suppressant that I've got down. Now because this is, as I said to you before, ground zero, this is where I'm going to have to cement tiles in first in order to protect the weed suppressant. Everywhere else we have concrete. So our first task is not only to secure all slabs in an appropriate order from all these. There you go. We have all sorts of mixed matches of speckled greys, speckled whites, plain greys, light greys, dark greys, blacks, and well, these are a little strange, but hey, why not? Good mix, which will give us something good to go on. So what we now need to do is remove these ones and start laying out all the slabs and try to get them alternate as possible so there aren't too many of the same colour next to each other. The observant of you might notice, but you've done that here. There's many of black. Yep. Reason for this being is these are shiny black, and I mean they are really shiny black, and the same round the compass once they're cleaned up. And I did notice while I was playing around with all these tiles, there's south of course, I digress a little bit, as you can see it's cloudy, hey ho. Right, we got all these through the middle, alternate. But these shiny black ones I noticed while I was doing all this on the seriously warmer days, they got hotter than all the others. Now, to give you a clue as to why all these are over this side, is this is the back of the woodshed, where I've got my table saw and stored bits of wood that have been stripped, pallets and everything. And what we're going to do is make some narrower raised beds, a little bit of depth to them. I'm not sure how deep yet, we've got to work it out, but they're going to go all the way along there so we can grow some grapevines up here. And the idea is we want some seedless white eating grapes, so they're almost facing south, constantly in the sun. Like to think they're going to grow well, but we'll find out. But that's the reason these black tiles are there. They're going to be covered, but it keeps everything dead level should we need to take the growing boxes out, and that's it. Oh, one other thing we got in a couple of weeks ago, the auction was selling a table off. starting bids at €20. And I thought, I didn't bid on it that day, it didn't sell, but here it is. Now what it is the glass is sinking. That bit's holding because I've moved that over. This bit isn't, as you can see with my finger going underneath. It's because the plastic clips that hold the glass up, as is the way in Cyprus and probably a lot of other hot countries, they just break up. Plastic breaks up. So I've got to figure out a way of making new clips, but apart from that, nothing wrong with it. So that will be ideal, placed over here. So these are the plastic clips. You can see by the profile the shape of them, and it fits in round this way with the curved edge that fits in the bottom of here. And the idea is that will push in there and hold the glass up. There's about 3 of these clips still in good condition, and that's it, no others. So I'm sure we can make something for that and re-secure the glass into the top of the metal bracket where it's supposed to be, instead of having this lip. Right, so let's get on and start spreading these slabs out, and then I'll show you what it looks like when we get there. In case those of you out there are saying this is taking a bit of time, well, in between, while my slabs have been settling after cementing, can't do them all in one go because otherwise you'll be pushing down on wet cement, I've been coming up here and I've been laying cement to give me my first layer all over there and round the steps. Now this bit's quite deep, nice to walk on now, but this bit here is not so deep, so I will probably put the slabs in directly onto cement to bring them up to the level. I've got 3 markers in so far on this corner of the pool by the steps. There's one there, one in the corner, and one there. There we go. So that's the height we've got to come to. So from here I'm going to work out round the step, over there, across to here on the corner, and then follow it round. I have got one, I just happened to find it, all odd shapes I've got. As you can see, it fits on the corner nicely. So I've put it there for the moment, but once we start coming across with the spirit level to get it spot on, this will be the corner marker. As I said, I can work across there to those, onto those, come across there to that corner there initially, and then through here. Then once that's done, we can start filling all this section in, all through here. Yep, so as you can see, the other bit did take me some time, only because I was coming up here laying patches of concrete in between, and in between a lot of other work as well, and that being the final trim to get all this grass down. As you can see, everywhere is now trimmed. Now I'm currently standing on the pool surround, but it's at the edge where the mixer is at the moment. But if we zoom in, you can see that's where the chillax zone is. I just thought I'd show you all the tiles laid out over where the last piece of exposed weed suppressant is, because as I said, this is ground zero, so I couldn't get any concrete in there whatsoever. It would have already made it too high. So there we go. So yeah, not that far away. We get some of the view from here, but it's much better down there without some of these trees in the way. Thanks guys, thanks for tuning in and taking a look at what we're up to. See you again soon.